Hey there, and welcome to episode 62 of Cast Reflect. I'm your host Josh, and I'm joined as always by co-host Connell Luke the Truth Jennings.
That's me.
That's
You
you.
alright?
Yeah, fantastic, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. I thought I'd change it up.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. I can tell you that, mate. How have you been, mate? How have you been?
Yeah, I've been alright. It's been busy. So I've been enjoying the summer,
It's been hot.
Yeah, been doing summery things. Went to the beach. Went to Amberley Transport Museum.
As you do in the summer.
Yeah, big time.
So, could you divulge a little bit on the Amberley Transport Museum?
Yeah,
As
so
I'd
it's a lot
only
bigger
just
than I
heard of
thought
it.
it was going to be.
Right.
Well, you haven't heard of it?
No.
So it basically it's like an old mine and stuff that's turned into a museum, and it's got lots of memorabilia and like historical items. It teaches you about like the history of electricity and smithing and like pottery and like everything, like engineering.
Right. Okay.
And so it's really tactile. There's like lots of things that you can go and do, and like there was like a million buttons, and you press them, and it will like show you how things used to work, like and stuff.
Right.
Absolutely shapped myself up with one that was like a static electricity generator.
Okay.
And I have a problem where I see buttons and I press them before I read anything.
Yeah, you're the push the red button guy.
Yeah, that's me. And then realizing it's done something terrible. So I just slammed this button in, just pushing it. Like, why isn't anything happening? Just holding it down. And
the transport museum will self-destruct in 5 seconds or so.
My friend Cash just pointed at a sign next to it, and it just massive letters says, "Do not hold the button down." And then it just went.
What happened? What
it just generated a shit ton of static electricity all at once, and it just like popped.
Oh shit! Right. Okay.
So
what, are you supposed to just press it and not hold it?
Right. Yeah, and just get a little like buzz going.
Just get a little buzz going, not fry the entire.
It was so loud.
Factory.
It was like a clap. Yeah, and there was a little old train that you could go on. Went around the whole park.
Yeah, nice,
really nice day.
That sounds like a nice like little thing you do.
Got a picture of me in a portable bomb shelter.
Right, a portable bomb shelter.
Yeah.
How's that working then?
Well, apparently they used to be in London, and they'd be for like if like people were caught out and about, you could lock yourself in it.
Right. If you just got it, what do you like carrying it around with you? Like a tent?
Honestly, no. This thing is not being moved without a truck.
Right. Not that portable then.
No.
Right.
This is what it looks like. Just try and describe that for the.
Oh, so it's like it's like a actually quite handily in the picture Connell showed me. There's a phone booth in the background, like an old British like red phone booth. It's kind of like that size, but it looks like a bullet. With like a little door. It's like a fridge.
It's just like fully LED.
Fridge,
it's just fully LED.
Which looks like a bullet, and there's a little seat in there. You can sit and read in there. Yeah, I suppose if a bomb hits the top of that.
I don't think it's doing
much.
Up,
isn't it? No. What, you don't think the shelter's doing much or the bomb?
No, I don't think the shelter's doing much.
Nah.
Like,
I mean, it's got the rounded top, hasn't it? Well, yeah.
Yeah, but what? So if it takes direct impact, but it's like,
well,
if a bomb lands near it, it's going to get
depends how thick
blown
it is,
away.
That is true. It's not surviving a V2, is it?
Exactly.
From
that's what I'm saying, mate. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think that is. Yeah, it's not doing a lot for you.
That doesn't look too portable either. I'm not going to lie.
No.
I get the selling point. back in the
40s. They don't use them anymore. So this is another good
not
one.
Yet.
Can you read that? Oh, it's backwards.
I can see polar cab something vibrator.
Yeah,
that looks fit.
It's a vibrator.
Excellent. It looks like a hairdryer with it looks like a custom made hairdryer with whatever that is on the end. I'm assuming to do something with.
I don't know.
That is a weird museum, mate. That is a fucking weird museum. What
Not the
made you
start
go
of
to
the
that? Was
podcast
it
you
just?
thought?
I was not expecting that. Nah, I was not expecting that.
It's a long story. But my friend wanted to go and she'd never been, so I was like, let's do it. Let's have a little fun day.
Nice. Okay. Again, it's a very. I don't know whether that's a summery thing to do or it's
It was
just
all
a nice
outside
leisurely
mostly.
activity. Yeah. Okay.
It was
well, that's
very
fair.
hot. Had possibly the second worst cup of coffee of my life.
Right.
First being the one that we had on the stag do recently.
Oh. Okay. What was? I'm intrigued, mate. Why was it so bad? Or why were
Just
they so
imagine
bad?
it's literally not enough coffee granules in a paper cup with
Too
hot
much
water.
milk. Ah,
No
not
milk.
even what?
No
No.
milk.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have
No
milk,
milk.
would you?
Yeah. And I had to teach him how to use the card machine for me to pay for it.
Excellent stuff. That's good, isn't it? Is that at the museum?
Yeah.
So he's got a job selling coffee.
It did feel like, quite honestly, the people working there lived like they were in that time period.
Yeah.
Because they like, even to get around the museum, to go from like the pottery place to the workshop, they would ride round on like the old bicycles.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And they would just be dressed like in that time period. So
Maybe
it's
that's
just,
what they're into.
it looks like you're going back in time.
Yeah, that's quite cool though. That's quite cool. If you're into that sort of thing,
It's a fun day out.
it's a fun day out. Don't worry about it. What you been playing?
I have played a new game.
Have you? What you been playing? What is it? What is it?
It is called Buckshot Roulette.
Right. Okay. Is that a video game or is that something you've just been playing? At
Just
home?
been playing it in my spare time. You get a shotgun and then you put in like a random amount of blanks and a random amount of live ammunition, and then
Right. Yeah, and then just see what happens.
see what happens. Yeah, have a few beers and see if you wake up the next morning.
see how you feel.
It's I mean, it is that, but it's a video game.
Right. Okay. That's good.
It's I think 2023, but came to Steam in 24. So it came to Steam this year, I think. Yeah, April this year. It's developed by Mike Klubnica, and
Nice.
it's it reminds me a lot of Inscription.
Oh, okay.
Which I absolutely loved. It's also like a roguelite in the same way, but it's not like a card game. It's literally roulette with a shotgun, and you're across the table from someone else. You get a random number of shells. Some of them are blank, some of them are loaded, and you get power-ups that you can use to try and like sway it in your favor. So you can have a magnifying glass, and that lets you like look inside the shotgun to see what the next shell's going to be.
Oh,
Or,
right.
Like handcuffs, so you can handcuff the guy to the table, so then he skips his next go, basically.
Right. Okay.
Or you can smoke a cigarette to regain life.
I love it. That's what real cigarettes do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's exactly how
but
they
then
work.
it's just basically like a loop, and it takes like half an hour maybe to do the whole thing if you finish it, but you just
Right.
basically got to survive till the end.
Oh, nice. That's interesting. What are you playing it on?
Just on Steam, and then it's got like extra modes after you complete it to make it harder, like double or nothing and stuff. So,
Nice.
each takes it a bit further and makes it a bit harder.
That's cool. That's cool. I like the Inscription comparison. Do you reckon
It's
you
got-
might do a little video on it potentially?
Maybe, yeah, might do.
Yeah.
It's got a similar art style to Inscription.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Inscription's very unique. It's definitely inspired by Inscription.
Yeah.
But it's very creepy aesthetic, very like black and white, monotone almost. Like,
Old school casino style.
yeah,
It's
cool.
Oh, that
It's a
sounds
good
cool.
little game.
Yeah. Yeah, nice, mate. I like that. That sounds good. If it's anything like Inscription, that's decent, man. Decent.
Yeah, well, I needed a break from Elden Ring, didn't I? I was getting fed up with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you should be at the thing now, aren't you?
I'm at Moog.
You're at Moog.
I'm at Moog.
Okay. Did you farm some Evils?
No,
Okay. Well,
that's why I'm still at Moog.
It's hard, isn't it?
He keeps
You did-
banging me.
You did exactly what I did, and just
keeps
caned
one-banging
it,
me.
caned it through. Got to Commander Nile, got stuck. Managed to get through that. Got to Moog, got stuck. And it's like I just want to play the DLC. I just all I want to do. We'll grind out some souls, mate. We'll do it. I'll join in, so it's not so lonely.
Yeah.
You know where that little spot is? You found that little spot where you can get
I haven't
souls?
actually. I've just mostly been sulking and then pointlessly running back into Moog and dying again.
Well, yeah, fucking send me in there with you, mate. And then then you'll be on the DLC, and then we can start playing it properly.
Yeah, and we can do some videos on DLC.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, baby.
I've been playing not a lot actually, nothing that I don't already play. Just quite a lot of online games at the moment. I've been playing Rocket League, Counter-Strike, and me and Charlie started playing Terraria again last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
game,
get it
game.
on the download, mate. If you wanna join in, we've built a little hut already.
Get back to the wall of flesh.
Yeah. We're starting from scratch. So Charlie's never played it. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you fancy joining, yeah, get on it, mate. I started playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night as well on the Vita because I've never played it, and it's like one of those games that's always in everyone's like top 50 games of all time. It's just one of those that I've never played. I've only played about an hour. There's no sprint on it as far as I can tell, which is a bit annoying, but I'm not going to let that...
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like I'm not going to let that ruin it. Do you know what I mean? I hope it's just not one of those games that was amazing for its time and everyone looks at with rose-tinted glasses, you know what I mean?
Play it on an emulator on 2x speed.
I could do, actually.
That's literally what I did last time I played Pokemon Red.
Yeah, because you can just speed it up, can't you, with the triggers or whatever.
It's sick.
Yeah.
You can complete the game in like an hour.
Yeah, just like grinding, just killing Weedles over and over again until you're absolutely jacked. But yeah, not too much really new. There's a few games coming out over the next few weeks, which I'm going to get or certainly look into, which we can talk about. But yeah, not too much. Let's have some news, mate, shall we?
Let's get on to the news.
Nintendo Switch sales close to matching PS2 sales in the US. That is in the US. But that is pretty remarkable, man. That is pretty fucking remarkable, isn't it? When you think about how many the PS2 actually sold. It's the biggest selling console of all time. The largest selling console. There's an article here on Gamescom.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane. Nintendo recently reported that Switch sales through June 30th stood at 143.42 million units. The PS2 is the highest with 155 million, so it's only 11.5 million lower than the PS2 in 2024, which is fucking insane, isn't it? Really,
that's mad, isn't it? That is mad.
And you got to think as well. Most people not most people, but a lot of people brought a PS2 because it was cheaper than buying a DVD player as well. Like, in 2000s. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
well, it's also like you got a DVD player and
a games console. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why would you just buy one DVD player?
Yeah, exactly. Which is a little caveat I thought I'd add in there, but I just thought I'd bring that up really because I think it's just an insane achievement by Nintendo, and it's pretty remarkable to be that close to the PS2. Good. Within the modern era as well.
It's nice to have a bit of positive news, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And also, it just shows the power of a hybrid console as well. Like, and if you actually make good games, do you know what I mean?
It just shows the power of a hybrid console.
It does. It absolutely does, mate. It's the DS and the Nintendo home console all in one, mate. Do you know what I mean? It just shows the power of the hybrid console.
I'm dying.
It's true, though. It's true.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's not wrong.
And if you make good games and don't fucking put them out early...
Come. It's that classic mantra.
Build it, and they will come, mate.
Build good games, and they will play.
Exactly.
That's a marketing slogan that's not been used. Let's cut that out. I can sell that.
Yeah, you can. I'll snip that bit out, mate. But yeah, if you make good games and don't rush them out early, then backed. It works, doesn't it? It works. Do you know what did get rushed out early? The Callisto Protocol. What's his chops? Glenn Schofield claims that the game was forced to ship early due to the Striking Distance Studios' parent company Krafton and its insistence. As a result, development was impacted and content was cut in order to meet deadlines. So this was apparently rushed out. I say rushed. It was put out 3.5 months early, 3.5 to 4 months early. I was really looking forward to this game, despite the mixed reviews it got as well. I still brought it because I was like, you know, it's the spiritual successor to Dead Space. It's the original guy. It looks great. And then upon playing it, I realised that it was definitely not what I thought it was going to be. But I don't think it's the fact that it's unpolished or isn't atmospheric, etc. It's just more.
No, I thought it was quite atmospheric.
Yeah. I think it's got really good things about it. I think the gameplay was just the problem in it, which is unfortunately the core mechanic.
Yeah, like the physical combat was just impossible if there was more than one enemy.
Yeah, and that is just that's on normal as well. That was on the normal difficulty setting. Yeah, it's crazy how there is just like if there's two enemies attacking you at the same time, there is absolutely
game over,
no chance.
Man.
Yeah, game over, man. Game over. There's just no way of getting through that. Like, imagine playing that fucking thing on hard, man. Imagine playing that game on hard. It's just pointless. Who's got the platinum trophy on that? Email in heythereflect@gmail.com. Let me know if you got the platinum on it. I want to see proof as well, because that's just fucking that's just bollocks, mate. But yeah, it's a shame because he actually pitched a sequel afterwards as well, after it released, and then ended up leaving. So I don't know whether that was to do with the fact that he was a bit annoyed with the publisher, but apparently there was levels and bosses that were cut from the game. You'd think they might have been able to balance out the combat a little bit more as well to make something.
I think what I would say is I think this is probably actually a far more common occurrence than we think.
Oh my god, yeah.
And sadly enough, there's probably a lot of untold stories of this for games that, you know. And there's probably games that got pushed out and there was loads of stuff cut and people were unhappy, then it came out and everybody loved it. And everyone's just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, we've already started on the DLC then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Elden Ring. Oh, the Old Hunters. That was supposed to be in the original, mate. That was supposed to be in the original. Nah,
it was actually supposed to be 2 DLCs.
It was.
Miyazaki decided it was a better idea to release it as one.
Made more sense, didn't he? Yeah. It's good. It is surprising though how some publishers, you know, still push out games early. Like, I'll push their studios to the bitter end to release a game early instead of just fucking delaying it. Do you know what I mean? Like Cyberpunk's got, I know it's a classic example, but
it's difficult though, isn't it? Because you've got like it's like layers removed, right? Because you're a game studio, you get a publisher, they fund your game, but the publisher's got investors that fund the funding of the game, and like once like there's a chain of like reliance that follows through, and once you get removed from the creation of it after a few levels, like people just tend to not actually care what the thing is that they're investing in. They just want the return.
They just want the return money, don't they? Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's in a capitalist society, I think it's just quite a natural means to an end.
You've invested that X amount of money. Yeah. Sadly, a lot of AAA studios or a lot, you know, big publishers still do it. And I think everyone should probably just take note of how Nintendo conduct their business in that regard.
And FromSoft, to be honest.
Yeah.
FromSoft do it really well.
I think there's some studios that just get a pass effectively. Do you know what I mean? I can't imagine Bandai Namco being like, oh, Miyazaki, you need to get Elden Ring out like by June next year, because he'll just be like, well, it's not going to be ready in time. They're not going to force that game out, are they? Because of the clout that they've got as a studio. Same as like
they like demand respect, which is because of their like caliber in the industry. But also, I just think it's like if you operate with that mindset from the beginning, you sort of build that environment around you, and like the rest will eventually fall into place as long as you're like honing your craft.
Yeah, and you can see the rewards from that, can't you? From like studios like From Software and Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog, and you can't imagine Sony getting a Naughty Dog guy. You've got a deadline for this game, like.
But but that happens.
Just doesn't.
That's
just
like that stuff happens.
But you can imagine them not. You can imagine some studios not actually being given strict deadlines. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I know it does. I know it does happen, obviously, but I can't imagine heavy hitters like that being done.
I mean, there's probably a whole other episode we can do on this.
Yeah,
it's like a bit of a segue, I suppose. But I was reading an article the other day that was interviewing some of the Valve execs about the workplace culture that they generate and how that's like impacted them as a company and stuff, because they have a very unique way of working, right? There's no, it's like a socialist workplace.
Do they? Yeah,
you can work on whatever you want to work on. Right?
Yeah,
it's like you're free to do so, sort of thing. And it was just really interesting them actually understanding after a while that sometimes that's not the best way to operate, because it doesn't like create good results. There are a lot of like cancelled projects. There was a lot of things that never actually materialized. And
yeah, well, I can think of one off the top of my head.
All right. Yeah, but it's really interesting. There's definitely like a whole episode that we could do on like the relationships between games developers, the people that make publishers, the people that consume them, and like,
absolutely, that ecosystem from start to finish. Yeah,
it'd be cool. Yeah,
100%, man, 100%. Yeah, we should totally do that. We could maybe get a guest on from your workplace potentially.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. What was this episode about?
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you brought up Valve, mate, because the other big piece of news. Well, I say it's big piece of news. It's not. It's nothing confirmed or anything like that. But all I will say is, has Cast Reflect just gone and done it again, mate? Have we just gone and done it again? Because the last episode, I thought it was ironic how we mentioned, why is Half-Life 3 not come out? What are they doing? Why is this game not come out? And then suddenly, a little article appears a day after the episode released, August 5th, my birthday. Oh, data miner thinks Half-Life 3 is in development after resume leak. Project White Sands was spotted on an actor's resume over the weekend. Now, the headline obviously sounds like it's a bit clutching, but just to go into it very briefly, Valve might finally be working on Half-Life 3, according to a Half-Life expert and recent credit in an actor's resume. Over the weekend, which is when we released the episode, Half-Life fans spotted a now-removed credit on a voice actress's resume that marked Project White Sands (video game) and speculated that it could be referencing a new Half-Life game. This is due to the resume directly mentioning that it was a project with Valve, and also that White Sands is a park and missile range in New Mexico. Protagonist Gordon Freeman's former employer, Black Mesa, is located in the New Mexico desert. So it's the GameSpot article. It goes into a little bit more detail, but the crux of it is that, basically. And
what I would say, just off the bat, is if I worked at Valve, that is the sort of thing I would find absolutely hilarious to do for a laugh.
Well, just to add to it as well, to them having a laugh, on Friday afternoon, a website launched just called blackmesa.com. He's wagging his finger.
I'm wagging.
And it's the logo in a shield. It's not in a circle, it's in a shield shape, but it's the same logo. And it looks like this completely normal, biotech company, something like that. Yeah, and then right down the bottom, there's a little countdown timer, which ends on the 30th of September. Are you about to debunk this on the podcast?
Debunked. So according to PCGames.n.com, Alex McHugh published an article 3 days ago from today, debunking it. But basically, there's a fair bit in here. But despite many pieces of evidence that seem to point to this being a real teaser, it has now been confirmed by an actual real company called Black Mesa that it is nothing to do with Valve or Half-Life. That said, it's easy to see why many were willing to suspect there was something larger at play.
That's it. That's all he's got. So the
That's
logo
all
being,
he's got.
so the logo being the literal Black Mesa logo,
The
and
guy
the
who
weird
owns the
countdown
company
timer is a Half-Life fan.
is a Half-Life fan.
Right, okay. But what's with the countdown timer at the bottom then?
I don't know, probably clever marketing.
There's a countdown timer at the
Imagine
bottom.
how many clicks he got.
Yeah, mate, I clicked on it about 50 times just to see if I could find anything in there. I even went to fill out the form thing at the bottom and be like, is this Half-Life 3? It's like get in touch if you're interested. Like, I am very interested. I am very interested.
The company in question has a page on LinkedIn that appears to have existed since 2022. There's over 40 staff listed. The CEO, Charles Frackier, has a wide presence on the internet, including his own website and an entry on the Federation of American Scientists.
Why? What's the countdown about? Maybe this has been in the works for ages. Maybe they set this LinkedIn site up, and all these fake people. Well, they're not fake people. They could be real. They could be real scientists that are part of this like sort of
Maybe
Half-Life fan
is
club.
real, and Half-Life 3 is just going to be in real life. That's the platform it's released on.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, yeah, like obviously massive pinch of salt with that, but it's ironic how these two are like, these two things happened within about a week of each other. And again, ironic how we mentioned it on the podcast and hopefully willed it into existence. But we'll see. I'm going to put a pin in this. I'm not going to say it's definitely debunked 100% because that timer runs out on the 30th of September. So I'll be checking to see what's going on then. Right, there's your news. Let's get into the main topic, which is Gamescom 2024. We're going to have a little preview, mate. We're going to do our predictions. Again, they're always bang on as usual, so it's basically going to be that again, to be honest. It's basically going to be that again.
I'm pushing the boat out this time.
Yeah, to be honest, I've regurgitated a lot of my predictions which haven't come true over various prediction episodes we've done and amalgamated them into one sort of like disgusting Frankenstein predictions. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll get one of these right, because if I get one of these right I'll be really happy.
Predictionstein.
Predictionstein, yeah. Just a quick note as well, Nintendo and Sony are not there this year. Sony haven't been there for a few years. Weird that Nintendo aren't, but maybe because the Switch is sort of, running its course and its success is out next year. Perhaps a good time for them to skip it. Big Dog Jeff's kicking it off at 7 p.m. UK with the opening night live on August the 20th, which is a Tuesday for anyone interested. Yeah, so our predictions are going to be basically for the whole weekend or the whole duration. It doesn't matter if it's not on opening night. It's just basically if it got announced at some point. Out of interest, would you be up for going to Gamescom?
I would love to go to Gamescom, yeah.
In Cologne, isn't it? It's fucking massive. It's the biggest gaming convention in the world, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all over my LinkedIn at the moment. Just because so many people are going.
Yeah, no, I can imagine, man. So we've got 5 each. Yeah, I've done 5. I should have clarified really with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 5. Yeah.
Do you want to go first this time? I feel like I went first last time.
Okay. Yeah. If you remember in the last one, I did say I was going to start putting this in mine from now on, so it's in there.
Jeff Keighley's character in Fortnite.
No, it is going to be another trailer for Party Animals.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's been in every one.
As in like a DLC or like a sequel?
Well, last time they did a trailer for an update.
Right,
so
okay.
Like a new update in the game, right. So like a new season or whatever. Something like that maybe.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
New battle pass. I don't know, but Party Animals trailer. That's in there.
Just going for those points.
Well, it's just guaranteed, mate. I'm just working with what they're feeding me.
You got insider knowledge as well. You're gonna fucking.
Well, you've got insider knowledge just from watching the last ones. Okay, all of the last events. It's just patterns, mate. You just got to reckon. I'm just watching the ones and zeros. That's all it is.
Like fucking Neo. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. My first one is we are going to get a new Battlefield game announced. It's time. It's been 3 years. I reckon even if it's next year, I think Gamescom They're gonna go for it, and they're gonna announce a new Battlefield game. It's a European convention. DICE are a Swedish developer. EA are there. It all adds up. It all adds up. They've released their last big update for the last Battlefield game. It's time to
If I was to push you, what sort of setting you thinking? Vietnam?
I hope and I think it will be a modern day shooter.
Okay.
But basically in akin to 3 and 4, really.
Yeah.
Because I think they've tried the futuristic thing, it didn't work. They tried World War II again, it didn't really settle well. Battlefield 1 was amazing, but I think Battlefield 1's kind of its own entity, do you know what I mean? I think they'd find it hard to do another game set in World War 1 that isn't just Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Which sounds really silly because Battlefield 2, 3 and 4 are effectively the same as well, but you can basically make up conflicts in a modern day game and areas, do you know what I mean, locations, whereas World War 1 was set
historical
exactly
accuracy.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it will be Battlefield 6, and I think it will just be a modern day shooter without any of the weird shit they added in the new one.
Nice.
What you got, mate?
I've gone for gameplay of one of the new Blumhouse horror games.
Nice, solid choice.
So we got that sizzle reel, didn't we, at the last event? That showed off quite a lot of games. I think they're going to want to keep their foot on the gas.
Yeah.
And they'll have a slot for showing a bit of gameplay for one, maybe a couple of those games.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's a good prediction. That's a solid prediction, mate.
Yeah, it felt good.
Which
they go off the rails now.
Yeah, I was going to say, because Gamescom's not traditionally known for big AAA announcements. Like, you obviously get, a handful, but it's not like E3 was, or even Summer Game Fest in its better years. So I think that's a good prediction. Konami are there, which is why I've got to go again with prediction number 2, which is Snake Eater Remake gets an actual release date, not release window. I'm going to go full on and say it's going to get an official release date. I'm not going to say if it's going to be this year or next year. I was going to, but nah, I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's time.
You're going to like my third one.
Cool.
Hollow Knight Silk Song release window.
Okay. Yeah. So that was my fourth one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, if you keep predicting it, like, it will come true eventually, won't it?
We're willing stuff, so let's get them out there.
Maybe we don't do that though with our predictions. Maybe we do the opposite. So maybe we're actually just deterring these games from coming out when we predict them.
No, we've been predicting stuff, haven't we?
Don't think so, mate. I don't think our track record's very good. I don't think it's very good, is it?
Well, release window for Silk Song. It's
mate, that'll do for me. It's got to be fucking doing something, hasn't it? Like, come on. It's fucking been ages. No, don't rush it out. But yeah, that was my fourth prediction. So why don't you go again, mate? And then we've got 2 left, haven't we?
I think Valve are going to officially announce Deadshot, the game that was leaked not too long ago. There's also been more articles since about people playtesting it, and they've had thousands of Steam users playtest it now.
Nice.
Even though it technically doesn't still exist. So I think we're going to get official announcement for that game. Whether it's actually called Deadshot or not, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, my heart was fluttering when you said I think Valve are going to.
Yeah.
But, it's another Valve game, innit? I'm willing to give it a try. The videos, like the leaked footage, looked cool. Looked very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine it's going to be free to play. Be worth.
Yeah. Seems to be the model these days, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. It'll probably be really good, man. Right, my third prediction / fourth prediction is Command & Conquer gets a new game announcement. Now, I'm only saying this because strategy games are massive in Germany, and Gamescom's obviously in Germany. So that's basically my entire reasoning behind it. and the fact that EA are there, and the fact that, again, we were talking about this the other day, fucking do something with Command & Conquer. Please just do something with it. Like, just anything, mate.
Yeah.
Make the originals playable.
They have been doing mobile games, mate. So
they've done well, haven't they? They've done well.
You said anything. Let's not get picky.
They've not alienated the fucking fan base much, have they?
You said anything. They've given you what you asked for.
Well, I'm asking them to give me something else now. A traditional Command & Conquer game, or a fucking remaster of an old one, preferably Red Alert 2 and Tiberium Sun. What you got for number 5?
I think Valve are going to announce Half-Life 3.
Is that actually legit? It is.
It is, yeah.
Oh, mate, fair play. I nearly did it. I nearly did it, but I didn't. I bottled it. Fair fucking play, mate. Fair play. I mean, with all the, the Black Mesa website and the data miner, it's just the only thing that put me off doing it, and even though we do it as like a sort of joke, is that
it's a bit more real this time.
I just feel that they would just announce it on their own. Do you know what I mean? That's my only thing. With it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's in there.
You never know. So I've gone for quite a big one on the on the 5th prediction here.
What, bigger than that?
It's different. It's more hardware than software.
Okay.
So Xbox are there for 3 days, doing fucking loads of stuff. I think they might announce an Xbox handheld device.
Not an Xbox VR?
Nah, not an Xbox VR, because I think they just would look at PlayStation and be like, VR doesn't really sell that well, to be honest. Whereas they look at the Switch and they go, Switch sells really fucking well. Let's make an Xbox handheld console. Which is a massive prediction, which is not going to happen. But I thought it'd be a laugh to put the idea out there. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's good. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of new handhelds coming out at the moment. There's lots of like smaller brand ones. You've got obviously like Steam Deck, which has taken off. Just feels like a very competitive market at the moment.
So one thing I've always wanted was to be able to play my Game Pass library on handheld, and I know you can do it with the Steam Deck.
You can mod a Steam Deck, yeah.
You have to sideload it, don't you? Which we do not condone sideloading shit into Steam Deck.
So sponsors don't worry about it.
PlayStation Vitas that have been
still getting
jailbroken. But yeah, that to me is like, there's so many cool indie games that I'd love to just be able to play on a handheld from the Game Pass library. That's not me being a tight ass. It's just the world we live in now. Obviously, I could go and buy some of these on Switch, but when I can play it on my Xbox or PC, it's fine. If they did a handheld, that would be a game changer for me. That would be a game changer. Again, it's probably something they're going to announce at their own show, if they were going to make one. But at least Gamescom, you've got the whole fucking world watching, haven't you? So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. There you go. 5 predictions each. 5 predictions each. Well, 2 are the same, but it's all right. Just means if it comes in, we both
double
get a point,
points.
mate.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's ever happened. We'll have to go back and listen to the old episodes. Or someone else can do that.
Yeah. So anyone else is on a backwards listen and they're here, and you're going backwards now,
can you tally these up?
Note down and send it in.
Yeah. That'd be perfect. HeyThereReflect@gmail.com.
We'll get that in like 4 years.
Excellent stuff. Fortnightly feature is, hopefully you haven't forgotten, the Guessy Game. Title still in progress. So let's have it, mate. Let's have it. I'm ready. I'm feeling good this week about it.
Wow, you did well last time. Do you remember how many points you got?
I think I got 20.
You did get 20.
On the nail, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
2/3 of the points
current leading score. So you're on a roll. You're on fire. So
it's good. It's not bad.
I think you got a good chance here.
Yeah, nice.
So what the Guessy Game is I got stuck in a loop then. It's a game where I give Josh 3 video games via 10 clues each. The clues get progressively easier, and the earlier he can guess, the more points he gets. So there's a total of 30 points up for grabs. His top score at the moment, as you've just heard, is 20 points. So
it's a good score.
Yeah, it's a very good score.
Yeah.
The games do get harder as well as we go through. So let's kick it off with your first clue for your first game. It's action-adventure game.
Breath of the Wild.
Incorrect.
That.
Third-person perspective.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Incorrect. Grapple
Shit.
gun.
Grapple gun.
Yeah.
Ooh. Which Batman game is it? Is it Batman Arkham Asylum?
It is. It is Batman Arkham Asylum, mate.
He's pulled it out of the bag. He's grappled it out of the bag, mate.
8 points on the first one. He's coming out swinging.
That's solid, isn't it? That's a
Said he was
solid
feeling
guess.
confident. Yeah, so action adventure game, third person perspective, and grapple gun. All you needed to get Batman Arkham Asylum. The next was 240 collectible items, Detective Vision, Silent Takedowns, Gotham City, Batarang. Number 9 was Arkham. Number 10 was Asylum.
I knew it was going to be Asylum at the end. Oh my god. That is easy, to be fair. That is easy. I think because I think I might have got it at the collectibles because of all the Riddler trophies.
I did think you would get it at the collectibles.
Yeah. That is a generous one. I
thought you might have gone for Just Cause at Grapple Gun.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
Ready for game number 2?
Mate. Yeah, man, go for it.
Clue number 1 is multiplayer.
Multiplayer. This game is Battlefield 4.
Incorrect. Clue number 2 is dangerous wildlife.
Dangerous wildlife. Dangerous wildlife. Is it Monster Hunter?
Incorrect.
Oh, I can't really say Monster Hunter because there's loads in there.
That's true, but yeah, incorrect.
It's not Monster Hunter.
It's not any of them. You've cheated there, but you can have it. Clue number 3 continues to receive updates.
Is it Rust?
Oh my god. It's Rust. It is Rust.
Oh, mate.
You've smashed out another 8 points.
That's fucking...
Oh my god.
good,
You said
mate.
you were
That's
confident,
good.
man. I didn't believe.
That's good. That's good, man.
Multiplayer, dangerous wildlife continues to receive updates, and he smashed it on Rust. Then you had open world environment, starvation, player versus player, raiding, clone of DayZ, cheat punch, and face punch studios.
Oh, mate. Do you know what? I wouldn't have got it from the last two, I don't think, because I
Really?
wasn't aware that they developed a game now. And I've not really played Rust either. The only reason I had to guess it was because I know you and Jack played it loads.
Yeah. Right, it's good.
I can
Great.
take it, mate. I'll take it.
You need 4 points to tie.
To tie, yeah. So I've got to get that on guess number 7. Is that
7.
6, 7? Yeah. Oh,
This one
shit. This is the pressure's on, though.
This one gets a bit harder, yeah.
This one is hard.
Just laying that out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready? Clue number 1.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Run and gun.
Run and gun.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Bulletstorm.
Incorrect. Clue number 2. 2D side-scrolling platformer.
Broforce.
Incorrect.
I thought your eyes lit up then. Fucking hell.
Clue number 3. Boss battles.
Run and gun, 2D side scroller. Oh, this can't be Mega Man. There's so many of them. Super Metroid.
Incorrect. And the next clue is annoyingly probably would have led you there as well. Clue number 4. Super Suit.
Oh, fucking hell. This can't be Mega Man. Because there's too many. That would be tight. Because you'd have to pick one, and I wouldn't know what it was. He's like, it could be Mega Man.
Could be Mega Man.
Super Suit.
Run and gun, 2D side-scrolling platformer, boss battles, Super Suit.
I feel like I should know what this is. I feel like I should really know what this is. I don't like the way it's side-on. I don't like the way it's side-on. Oh no, I don't like Mega Man.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, Mega Man 1.
Incorrect.
Oh, that's fucking savage.
Clue number 5.
Mm.
Best Genesis game of 1994.
Fucking hell, that clue's a bit mental, isn't it? Oh, it's got to be Mega Man then. Mega Man 2.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Clue number 6. Andy Asteroids.
Andy Asteroids.
And you need to get this to beat 20.
Andy Asteroids.
Yep.
Run and gun.
2D side-scrolling platformer.
Are you actually running in it though?
Yes. 2D side-scrolling platformer, boss battles, Super Suit, best Genesis game of 1994, and Andy Asteroids.
Oh mate, it's gonna be like Ross will probably be listening to this like fucking screaming at me. Oh, this is gonna be what's it gonna be?
This is 21.
I'm torn because you said which Mega Man. And I'm like, Mega Man was like late 80s.
Well, I just didn't
Mega
want
Man
to give away another whole franchise that it wasn't, like Monster Hunter.
Oh, now I'm even more confused. I'm like, are you trying to throw a curveball at me?
This is the game, mate. The game's the game. The game's the game.
Game is to guess the game.
Gotta guess the game.
There's just one that I just can't. Is it Metal Slug?
Incorrect.
Oh,
incorrect. To tie, clue number 7. To tie with 20, your top score. Bob the Killer Goldfish.
I don't know what this game is. Mega Man 3.
Incorrect. Clue number 8. Queen Slug for a butt.
I don't know what this is. Is it like fucking Earthworm Jim or something like that?
Yes, it's Earthworm
Is it Earthworm Jim? Fuck off. Oh, that's absolutely brutal, mate. That is absolutely brutal.
So you got it on 3, which actually lands you on 19. Wow, what a roller
That's
coaster.
a shame. That's a shame, man. I was on for breaking 20 there.
You were.
Fucking Earthworm Jim.
Well, do you want to know what clue 9 and 10 were?
Go on then.
Do you want to guess what clues 9 and 10 were?
I'm going to go with clue number 9 was Earthworm and clue number 2 was Jim.
Yeah.
Fuck off, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I love it. I love the last clues. They're my favourite because they're basically the title of the game at that point, but split over 2 clues. It's excellent stuff, mate. I love it. I'll take 19. That's still a good score.
It's a good score.
Do you know what I mean? I think to get the first 2 on 8, and then there's 4 or 5 Arkham games. I love that.
Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, you did very well there, and pulling Rust out at that point as well.
Yeah. It's a shame. Earthworm Jim's just fucking absolutely KO'd me at the end there for 19. It's good stuff. As always, a massive laugh playing that. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. What you got out this week, mate?
It is another Counter-Strike video. It's called Solid Snake and the Sussy Zeus. Excellent.
I love it already. Yeah. Is this another compilation?
It's another compilation. There's a good quote at you from the end where me, Charlie, and the other members of our team were faking B on Inferno, making loads of noise. They all rotated over, and then you just snuck away and planted the bomb and won the round. And then,
it's lovely, isn't it?
Then we've spawned for the next round, and you just go, "You were over there on B? They sent Solid Snake over to A."
That's me, mate, on Counter-Strike, just sleuthing around, usually getting pinged in the head immediately.
And it's also the video that we discovered that my Zeus looks like it says cock.
Oh, yes, the cock Zeus. Yeah, I've got a couple of clips of that and everything. it'll go on a video eventually.
It was a complete accident.
It's great. It's great. I wish you could do screenshots on podcasts, but unfortunately you can't. Lovely stuff, mate. Lovely stuff. And that's out on Loot the Truth this weekend, yeah?
Correct.
Excellent. Well, that'll do us for this week. Thanks, as always, for listening. Thanks for joining, Con.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you all in episode 63.
Gokuro-sama.